Shabbat Shalom. Our scripture reading for today is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 13 through 17. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains, for Yahweh has comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, Yahweh has forsaken me, and my Adonai has forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget you. Behold, I have graven you upon the palms of my hands. Your walls are continually before me. Your children shall make haste. Your destroyers and they that made you waste shall go forth of you.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Our selection today, motherless child.
I'm like a motherless child in a peculiar tumult, rejected by close relatives who say I'm in a cult. Cause I say Yahshua's my savior and Yahweh's the creator. They notice my mistakes, forsaking the change in my behavior. Another day in the life of a slave, yeah, being led by the Spirit shall keep us scattered through this maze. And there we sat down by the rivers of Babylon, and there we wept when we remembered our home. And they that carried us away, some nerve required of us a song. How shall we sing Yahweh's songs in a land not our own? It makes me wanna holler the way they do my life. I roar like a lion, yet still like a motherless child, a long way from Zion.
A motherless child.
The oracles of the UCI. 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. But the end of all things is at hand. Be you therefore sober, and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent love among yourselves, for love shall cover the multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. As every man has received the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of Elohim. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Elohim. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which Elohim gives, that Elohim in all things may be glorified through Yahshua the Mashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 29 through chapter 5 and verse 4. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of Elohim, whereby you are sealed until the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be you kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as Elohim for Yahshua's sake has forgiven you. Be you therefore followers of Elohim, as their children, and walk in love, as the Mashiach also have loved us, and has given himself for us an offering and sacrifice to Elohim for a sweet-smelling savor. But fornication, and all uncleanness, or covetousness, let it not be once named among you as becomes saints. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather given of thanks. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Keep your foot when you go to the house of Elohim, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with your mouth, and let not your heart be hasty to utter anything before Elohim. For Elohim is in heaven, and you up on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. Exodus chapter 23, verses 20 and 21. Behold, I send an angel before you, to keep you in the way, and to bring you into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him, and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. Revelations chapter 3, verses 20 through 22. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcomes will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I have also overcame and am sat down with my Father in his throne. He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches.
All right, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Which is peace on Yahweh's holy Sabbath day. Welcome to another holy convocation that Yahweh has enjoined unto us here in this body of Yahshua. When we, first of all, just consider the song of a motherless child. If Yahweh is your father, who is your mother? See, a lot of times, we listen to a song and we say, you know what, that song doesn't have anything to do with me because, I'm not a motherless child. But if Yahweh is your father, who is your mother? You have to understand where do you get your nourishment, your sustaining from? That comes from the land that you are raised on. That's your house. Wait a minute. We have been separated from our land of nativity. He says your nativity, that is your beginning. It says your nativity was of Canaan. What is he talking about? This is where Israel was born out of. Her nativity was first called the land of Canaan. So who is your mother? Have you not been separated from her? Are you not a motherless child? Now we got to get to the end of the song before you even figure out that you was in it. It's different when you listen to something and you think, oh, that whole song apply to somebody else. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Interesting how that works. Because when you get right down to it, as soon as things start happening with us, these people let you know that they don't have the same care for you that they care for other people. That's when you find out, oh, there's a different kind of nurturing that happens for other people. As soon as there were storms in Louisiana, they said we were refugees. How do we all of a sudden become countryless? One storm and we without a country, we done built the whole place. But all of a sudden, we have no connection to the place as soon as a certain amount of rain comes? Those are motherless children. See, we've grown up so long without a nation that actually nourishes and sustains you. We don't know what it's supposed to be like. We just happy we ain't in jail. But we don't understand that this is not how this is supposed to go. Now it is written, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. We all know that hope is good to have, but many are unaware of the equation that brings forth hope. This equation begins with tribulation. If we are not patient in tribulation, then we are not allowed to experience the hope that we are searching for. Let's begin today's sermon in Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50.
Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 4. In those days and in that time, says Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Yehudah together, going and weeping. They shall go and speak to Yahweh their Elohim. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, Come, let us join ourselves to Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten.
Now, the first thing that we have to understand is they shall ask the way to Zion. So they shall be separated from their mother for so long that they're not quite sure where she at. Yet all we hear are the braggings of people talking about how much they have always been a part of the land. And we don't really understand. What they're telling you is that they know that they're not those people. But you got to know enough to know what they're saying to you. Go ahead.
My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Uh-huh.
They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place.
Uh-huh.
All that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, We offend not.
All that found them have devoured them. And every one of these so-called religions that we get into, they use us as some kind of money grab, and we fall for all the okie doke. We read in the book, it says Yahshua healed people. They were healed within that hour. Yet we watch television and everybody healed in that minute. And we fall for it. So the guy who don't know Yahweh's name, don't know when the Sabbath is, can't keep half the commandments at all, but somehow he's able to heal in a minute, and it took Yahshua an hour. Right? Now, why would a group of intelligent people fall for that? Because you're not stupid. We wanted to fall for it. We let that become our hope. See, when you don't know the equation for hope, you'll take anything and allow it to become your hope. So you let those false things that were shown unto you be your hope. Go ahead.
You know, Elder, the situation is funny too, is that with all these religions that we fought to get into, they never wanted us in, keeping us out. We not understanding that they didn't want us in because they took our jewels. Trying to keep you back for your own jewels, we keep fighting to be inclusive instead of trying to figure it out for ourselves. We just fought to be a part of their thing.
Right. These people know you're going to get in here and you're going to start reading and you're going to find out that this is your house. So you fighting to break into a house. We're trying to keep you out the house, because once you get in here, you're going to recognize, wait a minute, is that my mama picture? Is that Rosemary? That look like Rosemary. Wait a minute. I know that ain't my Uncle Chevy. Hey, man, hold on, bro. Who out this is again? Because why my mama and my uncle chubby on the wall? Wait a minute, this my house? Wait a minute, this whole book about me? Now you see why they didn't want you in it. See, somebody can keep you away from something, but when you get close enough to it, it's going to start speaking to your spirit. I ran into a woman one day. Of course, I ran into her in my vanity because I said, man, that's a good-looking woman right there. I got close to the woman and I couldn't open my mouth. Now, my brother says it's because you was a punk. That's what's wrong with you, because you scared. That's why your mouth didn't open. See, if it was me, I said, man, shut up. Okay, so I get to the woman and I can't talk, and I'm staring at the woman. Took me hours to realize that woman was my sister. I got close enough to the woman, and something happened. I was like, what's that? I had to go home. Hey, I need to get somebody on this horn here. My mom said, baby, you need to call your dad. I said, well, I need to call my dad. She said, baby, that woman you just described, that's Charlotte's daughter. That's your sister. I said, what? I got on the horn here. I said, man, you horrible, bro. That's funny to you? That funny to you? But see what happened? I got close enough to something that was connected to me, and it didn't feel right. Something in my spirit said, now look, I don't have no paperwork to say who this woman is, but when I got close enough to her, I said, well, hey, what is that? And the woman sat there and stared at me. We had only seen each other one time in our entire life. One time I seen that woman, it was 12, 13 years ago, and we were both children. Both of us going through our head 13 years past and trying to figure out what would that look like 13 years later. Okay. Everybody know when you get close enough to your land, it's going to start speaking to your spirit. And you're going to start operating different. And everybody need to keep you away from that. Okay. You finished that, brother?
End of verse 6. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them. And the adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahweh, the habitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he-goats before the flocks.
Right, but we now understand before you can come out of something, you have to let that something come out of you. Our people came out of Egypt, but Egypt didn't come out of them. Soon as they came out of Egypt, the first month, they making an Egyptian god. What difference do it make to come out of Egypt? You're going to bring the gods with you. We free from Egypt, but we brought the gods with us. You might as well turn around and go back. What'd you come out for? Let's go to Romans chapter 5. And Yahweh not giving us 40 years to figure this out. So we can play in the back of the class and not take notes. We can do all of those things. But then when them quizzes start coming, now we trying to cheat off each other's paper. Can I borrow some of your spirit? No. You didn't get none while they were passing it out? What you were doing while they were passing out all? Okay. Romans chapter 5, let's read verses 1 through 5.
Therefore, in being justified by faith, we have peace with Elohim through our Adonai Yahshua HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in hope of the glory of Elohim. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation works patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
All right, so then now we understand that there is an equation that brings forth hope. But if you don't understand that and don't want to go through the equation, then you let something that somebody falsely present to you, now it has become your hope. Because see, you don't want to go through all of the things that bring forth hope. You got patience, then you have experience, and then experience brought forth hope, but in the beginning was tribulation. Some people are already gone into tribulation. First sign of something not going their way. First sign of somebody not agreeing with them. First sign of them being rebuked because people saw what they did. Then they want to know down the road, how did I end up with no hope? Because you wanted to get to hope without going through all the things that brings forth hope. Go ahead.
And hope makes not ashamed, because the love of Elohim is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given on to us.
All right, now let's go to Luke chapter 17. See, we look for hope as this silent entity that gives us motivation without us doing anything. That's how we see hope. Matter of fact, anybody we ever saw name Hope was always a nice, quiet woman.
You mean Hope? Yeah, I know her. She went to Jerusalem High. I know her. She's so sweet.
No. See, this hope here started in tribulation. See, we don't want to know that hope. We want to know the hope who was friend with our grandmama. We want to know old hope. See, old hope didn't get into nothing. Okay. All right. Luke chapter 17, let's read verses 1 through 10.
Then said he unto the disciples, it is impossible that offenses will come. But woe unto him through whom they come.
Right, woe unto him through whom they come. But they must come. Why? You must be exercised. If you're going to get to this hope, you have tribulation. You must have experience. Wait a minute, we don't want to experience nothing. Those offenses must come because that's your spiritual workout. We can sit here and talk about all of the things of this, but until you get an experience with it up to your face, that's when you know it. Every boxer goes through training, and he learns all the moves. He learns every part of the move, but I'm telling you, he ain't no boxer till you get hit in the face. So Yahweh got to bring somebody who gonna hit you in your face. Why? Because you got to have tribulation and experience. Then when you in the championship fight, now you got hope. You ain't got hope, just some quiet wish and desire that you might be champion. Now you got hope because you done went through every part of your training, and it wasn't just one of those trainings where you just read the book. Understand, this is 50% of your training that you're getting right here. The other part, I ain't got nothing to do with. Yahweh gonna take care of that part. You gonna encounter that when you get ready to go to work. When you start getting into relationships. Oh, no. So you don't think he there. Oh, that's where he at. Go ahead.
It were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and he cast into the sea, than that he should offend one of these little ones.
Right. See, it says, let the wheat and the tares grow up together. The tare has a job to do. The tare's job is to make you stronger. We want to get rid of every tare that we see. Oh, this person is evil. Let me tell you something. That tare going to make you stronger. That tare going to make you reach parts within your spirit that you would never have gone for normally. Go ahead.
Take heed to yourselves. If your brother trespass against you, rebuke him, and if he repent, forgive him. And if he trespass against you 7 times in a day, and 7 times in a day turn again to you, saying, I repent, you shall forgive him.
That's communication between the brothers. But you know what happened? As soon as there's any kind of transgression against us, the last thing we want to do is talk to that particular individual. We proclaim to be so strong, and all we present is absolute weakness. Go ahead.
And the apostles said unto the Adonai, increase our faith. And the Adonai said, if you had faith as a grain of mustard seed, you might say unto this sycamore tree, be you plucked up by the root, and be you planted in the sea, and it should obey you.
You have to understand, you have to be in a certain place. And the apostles said unto the Adonai, increase our faith. There's some people that need their faith increased, but they're not going to say it. Yet you in front of the entity who can provide all, but you have so much pride, you won't ask. Then them be the same people later on trying to borrow some hope from somebody else. Wait a minute, hold on, bro. Were you in the same class that we was in? Bro, you was sitting there. How is it that you all of a sudden you trying to borrow some hope? Bro, you were down when they were passing out every part of that bring forth hope. Where were you? Okay, go ahead.
But which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat, and will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird yourself and serve me, till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward you shall eat and drink.
All right, so then you establishing order. Does the servant come and sit down and have his dinner and then say to the boss, when I get done, I'm gonna give you something to eat? I said, what? You gonna give me something to eat when you get done? I tell you what, well, go ahead. You know what? Y'all bring him something else. Y'all go ahead and get yourself full. Because today your last day being a servant in here. But go ahead. I want you to eat good, though. I want you to get, bring the best wine. Bring the best wine. Because this ain't good enough for him. But is that what we do to our Elohim? When I'm done dealing with myself, when I'm done dealing with all of the stuff that I want to do, what I got left over, then I'll see about you. Okay. Let's see how well that work out for you. Go ahead.
Does he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I know not. So likewise you, when you shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
All right. So then when we do that, are we expecting big shindig because we did the things that we were supposed to do? See, sometimes you can tell we watch a little bit too much sports. These people get paid to do a job, but after they do the job, the celebration is amazing. The entire team get together to celebrate you doing what the hell you get paid to do. A person throw the ball. Somebody catch the ball. When they catch the ball, all the rest of the team get there and dance with him because he caught the ball. Wait a minute. Ain't this your damn job to catch the ball? But now we all gonna dance because he caught the ball. So then when we go to work, we supposed to do something. We do it. Now we want everybody dance with me. For what? I did my job. So we supposed to dance with you? Because you did that which was commanded of you? Man, read something. Go to 1 Kings 17.
But you know, Elder, that's people's downfall on this walk. Because you walk for 1 minute, you follow the commandments for 1 minute, and then you think everything should be removed from you. Your whole mindset is caused your downfall.
Right. Yeah, but we got, we still hadn't got out of that Sunday Christian. Because all we became was Sabbath day Hebrew. So ain't nothing we can say about the Sunday Christian when we have become a Sabbath day Hebrew. All we hold as they get on Saturday. On Saturday? Oh man, boy, we did.
Hello, how art thou? Diving down to the
On Saturday. Let that sun go down on Saturday. As the dog is getting, the wife beater come out, we start oiling up. That malt liquor come out the back. Hey, what is this? Oh, okay. I guess Saturday, Saturday, You won't even recognize us no more until the next Saturday. Oh, okay. You don't believe me? Run into somebody during the week. And you're going to be like, who is that? Oh, that buddy sit on the second row. That second row buddy? Yeah, that second row buddy. I know it's hard to tell him with all the oil and the white beater. It's hard to tell that second row buddy, but that second row buddy. Oh, okay. Yeah, he looked different on Wednesday. Yeah, it ain't Saturday. All right, go ahead.
And Eliah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As Yahweh Elohim of Israel lives, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, Get you hence, and turn you eastward, and hide yourself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that you shall drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed you there. So he went, and did according unto the word of Yahweh. For he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there has been no rain in the land.
All right, so the brook had dried up. Now there's the necessity to move. Go ahead.
And the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, Arise, get you to Zarephath, which belongs to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain you.
Now, I want you to pay attention to this part. I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain you. All right? This is her commandment of Elohim, but she don't know that she has been commanded to do this. Now, neither does she have the sustenance to do the job that she has been commanded of. See, here comes experience. She does not have what's necessary to do the job that she is commanded of. Keep reading.
So he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray you, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray you, a morsel of bread in your hand. And she said, As Yahweh your Elohim lives,
Yahweh your Elohim live. Go ahead.
I have not a cake.
Well, in other words, she said, on everything I love. This on life. All right, just so y'all know how we talk. This on life. Go ahead.
But a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I'm gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die.
Stop. She finna get ready to have her Last Supper. Everybody grew up with Last Supper on the wall. Or that's what the name of it. Okay, so she gathering for her Last Supper, but Yahweh has commanded her to sustain him. She don't have the sustenance to sustain herself. How's she gonna sustain him? See, our problem is we don't want to go through the tribulation that bring forth patience, that bring forth experience, that then bring forth hope. She does not have the ability to do the job that Yahweh has commanded her. But wait, there's an equation here. Because if she follows the direction of the individual sent to her, she then is going to get enough to sustain her and him. But right now, she don't have enough to sustain even her. Keep going.
And Elias said unto her, Fear not, go and do as you have said. But make me therefore a little cake first.
Now, this your last meal, but make me a cake first. Now, y'all know now, wait a minute. Now, if we ain't got ourselves together, now, you know we done made all kind of accusations against this brother right here. Come on now. This a devil right here.
You know, this is the last meal. You gonna turn around and you gonna get my last? How you gonna be a man of God?
All right. He know the order of things. Hey, you need to make sure that the man of Elohim get that first. But you're going to be taken care of. Wait a minute. Now, Yahweh commands her. She has nothing. How does he give her a job that she does not have the ability to do? See, we'll say Yahweh done commanded us when we got a pocket full of money. Go ahead.
And bring it on to me, and after make for you and for your son.
After make for you and your son. Go ahead.
For thus says Yahweh Elohim of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sends rain upon the earth.
Now, wait a minute. The only way she gets the end part of this equation is by following it all the way through. We are notorious for not following the instructions all the way through. We open the first book. We get a chair, and we look at the first page. Yeah, okay, that's the seat right there. We automatically go to the end and say, that's what it looked like. All right. Now, we ignore all the instructions in between here and wonder why every time we sit in the chair, somebody hit the floor. Bro, you didn't put none of this stuff on the bottom here. Your chair has no foundation whatsoever, because we didn't want to get through all the instructions. We know the good part. The good part at the end was the hope. So we need to hurry up and get to the end. So we started, so we know what we're starting, skip all the stuff in the middle, get to the end where the good part at. That's us. Because we have no patience. Go ahead.
And she went and did according to the saying of Eliah, and she and he and her house did eat many days. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spake by Eliah.
So then we have to deal with this situation. She was commanded to sustain him. Yahweh used her lack thereof and made an abundance enough to take care of her and the servant that he's sending to her. But what if we've already limited Yahweh, our Elohim, because we are now dealing with our own limitations, whether it be physical, whether it be financial, whether it be mental. We have already limited ourselves because we have looked at our situation. And we all do it. Every time I go on to get a car, I go in for one car and they talking to me, well, you should look at this. I say, I don't need me looking at that car. Because see, I see the tag on that car. Ain't no need of me looking at that. That ain't what I came here. I'm staying to the left. Because to the right ain't for me. I looked at those prices to the right. But every time I've ever gone to get a car, I always came back with something better than what I went. Every time I end up getting something, it's normally when I ain't got no money. But I realize why Yahweh do that, so he can show me it with him. See, when I got the money to afford it, then I come back. I did that. Every time I left the dealership, boy, Yahweh did that. That these people going to find out I'm broke as hell. They going to find out. Hurry up, baby, let's go. Okay, baby, hurry up. They looking in the books. They open the book again. Hurry up, crank this thing. What a key at? Because I keep thinking sooner or later they're going to find out he ain't got no money. No. That's my God. He said, no. I especially made you broke during this time. Why would you make me broke and send me to go buy something? Because I need you to know it ain't you. You about to be at your brokest. And then I'm going to bring the incredible deal. And I'm like, Yahweh, I can't do that. This is the best deal that I can't take. Shut up, boy. Watch me work. Then afterwards, he give me the money. Yahweh, you know, if you'd have gave me this money last month, I could have. Shut up, boy. I know what I'm doing. That's why you didn't get the money last month. Oh. Okay. Yeah, he kind of does know what he doing. All right, where we at, bro?
Jacob.
All right, let's go to James chapter 4, and we're going to read verses 1 through 12. See, you find out at some point, Yahweh needs you to go and step out on that limb to commit yourself before he even get involved. No, I ain't getting into that. Gee, you don't even believe in it. I'm supposed to help you? No. I'm going to need you to step all the way out. No, go further out on the limb. No, but Yahweh, when I step that far, the limb start bending. I know. Go out a little further. But Yahweh keep bending. When I go for it, no, go a little further. I don't feel safe. I know. I ain't coming until you don't feel safe. Ain't no need me coming by here if you feel safe. You feel safe? All right, well, I'm gone. Wait a minute, don't leave. Wait a minute, don't leave. I don't want you to leave, but what I need to be here for if you feel safe. Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and take that step then. There you go. All right. What do you need to hang around you for? There ain't no need. You ain't going to take no step further out on the branch where the branch bends. Then you have no need of him, and he had no need to be there. He ain't hang around you just to be hanging around you. James chapter 4, let's read verses 1 through 12.
From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence, even of your lusts that war in your members?
And our members war against one another because one of them want what somebody else have, but they ain't willing to go through the tribulations, the patience, or the experience, but they still hope they had it.
I hope I get one of those one day.
Well, keep on playing the lotto because that's your only chance. You better get better on those numbers. Because the way you going about it, you ain't going to get that over there. Okay, keep going.
You lust and have not. You kill and desire to have and cannot obtain.
Wonder why they cannot obtain. Go ahead.
You fight and war, yet you have not, because you ask not. You ask and receive not, because you ask amiss, that you may consume it upon your lust.
Right. If Yahweh give you something, is he going to get any benefit out of it or just you? So, well, you asking out of your lust. This is that your lust may be satisfied. All right. What is Yahweh going to gain out of that if he gives it to you? Some folks say, I'm tired of being on this bus. Yahweh, please give me a car. You give him a car and you don't see him at all. Yahweh didn't actually benefit. It was a deficit. Yahweh actually lost. When we increase, we have to make sure that at some point our God increases. Otherwise, he has no reason to keep it for you. What is he giving it to you for? Go ahead.
You adulterers and adulteresses, know you not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Elohim? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Elohim. Do you think that the scripture says in vain, the spirit that dwells in us lusteth to envy? But he gives more grace, wherefore he says, Elohim resists the proud, but gives grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to Elohim. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to Elohim, and he will draw near to you.
All right, now, wait a minute. We keep running into these equations. Submit yourselves, therefore, to Elohim, and resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to Elohim, and he will draw near to you. We want to resist Elohim. No. He said, resist the devil. And he shall flee to you. See, we flip the equation and keep talking about, I don't know why it ain't working. You know what I'm saying? I resisted Elohim, and I'm trying to figure out why he's not near me. But read that equation again. Go ahead, Brady.
Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned into mourning and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Adonai, and he shall lift you up.
Right.
Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaks evil of his brother and judges his brother speaks evil of the law and judges the law. But if you judge the law, you are not a doer of the law, but a judge.
And understand now, our whole setup was set up with judges that were supposed to do that. But after Israel did not follow that what they were supposed to follow, he took judgment, which includes punishment, out of our hand. We've gotten to the point that whenever somebody says something about what we're doing, we think that that's judgment. You run over the curb, knock somebody's car off in the grass, bruh, you just hit my car. Bro, don't be judging me. What? Bro, you hit my car, man. Who's gonna pay for this fender? Bro, why you keep judging me, man? You know what I'm saying? See, the word says, do not judge your brother. I tell you what, I'm gonna call these folk downtown. Let me let them judge you. But I tell you what, somebody gonna fix this damn fender. I tell you that. How about that? How about that? You like that for judgment? Who gonna fix this fender? Go ahead.
There's one lawgiver who's able to save and to destroy. Who are you that judges another?
All right, let's go to 1 Kings chapter 22. See, we get to the point where we can't even be corrected. Because now everything is judgment. Everything is judgment. Drive on the wrong side of the road. Folks say, hey, man, you on the wrong side of the road. Why you keep judging me, man? Bruh, I'm trying to save your life. Everything turns into judgment. We can't be corrected. We can't be made better. How you think you're going to be made better? Experiences. And why do they have to always be your experiences? If you don't learn from somebody else's experience, you're going to run yourself to death in this life. You cannot experience everything yourself. Learn to grow from somebody else's experience. Go ahead, Pri.
You know, Elder, you talk about not wanting to take correction, and we talk about judgment. It's that lack of dealing with correction why we are still judge and execution of ourselves, but we don't see it as we shoot each other down in the streets.
Tell me about it. There ain't no jury. There ain't no nothing. We go right in for each other, but we forgive everybody else on the planet. But we are the harshest to us. Them folk at work can disrespect us. They can do all of those things, and we come right home. 5 minutes after we get off, let somebody who look like us say something we don't like. We on top of the table. Wait a minute. Hold on, man. You wasn't on top of the table in the break room. Wait a minute. Them people called you all kind of monkeys. You ain't saying that when they called you those names. What happened? All your restraint got off when you clocked out. So now that there's no compassion, there's no love, there's no anything for your brother, your sister? Oh, okay. All right. 1 Kings chapter 22, let's read verses 1 through 8.
And they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel. And it came to pass in the 3rd year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Yehudah, came down to the king of Israel. And the king of Israel said unto his servants, Know you that Ramoth in Gilead is ours, and we be still, and take it not out of the hand of the king of Syria? And he said unto Jehoshaphat, Will you go with me to battle to Ramoth Gilead? Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, I am as you are, my people as your people, my horses as your horses. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray you, at the word of Yahweh today. Then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, Shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for the Adonai shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of Yahweh besides, that he might inquire of him?
All right, now, let's back up to verse 5, so that we can read this differently. All right? Because there's a question asked, and if you're not paying attention, it sounds like he answered it. Verse 5, and Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, inquire, I pray you, at the word of Yahweh, all capitals, Lord, today. Verse 6, then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, go up, for the Adonai, one capital L, shall deliver it into the hand of the king. Verse 7, he coming back. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of Yahweh? All capital Lord. Wait a minute. He wants to inquire of Yahweh. They dealing with something lower than Yahweh. He goes back and asks the question concerning Yahweh. Sometimes you're dealing with somebody and they're not dealing on the same level as you. But it looked like it. Keep reading.
And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there is yet one man, Micaiah the son of Imlah, by whom we may inquire of Yahweh. Not
that name, not one capital L. No, we're going to inquire of Yahweh from him. Go ahead.
But I hate him.
Okay, wait a minute. We got a problem. We want to get certain things, but we don't want to go through the correct path to get it. So consider, he knew what the question was to start with. He went and got 400 people that can blow horns. Yeah, whoa, we're gonna throw a pot. No. Is there not a prophet here of Yahweh? Now, his answer showed that he understood the question to start with. Yeah, it's one, but I hate him. How many of y'all will fall for the 400 that's doing the display, but who you really supposed to be listening to is the one? He understood the question to start with. He knew exactly what he was doing. Is there a prophet of Yahweh that we can inquire of? He brought 400 people. How many of y'all are fooled by the marching band? Because they brought 400 people. Now you thrown by the lights. But you're supposed to be listening for the one man. But the 400 got you. He understood the question. His next answer. Some of us don't go far enough to realize that you're being played. When he goes back, is there not a prophet here of Yahweh? Yes, one. All right, well, let me ask you a question then. Who the hell the 400 prophets are? Hold on. No. We got to ask some questions now. Now, who are the 400 that you brought? Had he not gone back in, who are they prophets of? 400. Who are they? And if you fail for it, you know you never meet the one because he hate him. Okay. Go ahead, brother. We finish that?
For he does not prophesy good concerning me, but evil.
He does not prophesy good concerning me because ain't no good in you. That's why he don't prophesy good. You see what we want? He want a good prophecy, so he went to the people who would give him what he wanted to hear. He said, but don't go to the real servant of Yahweh because I hate him. Right. You know what kind of bad situation we get ourselves in when we say, I hate the servant of Yahweh because he don't speak nice about me? This us. This us. No doubt about it. Let's go to Luke chapter 19. So we want that hope. That's what we say. But Yahweh is trying to get you to build hope, but you just want to go meet her. You said, I want hope. Yahweh said, well, all right, well, let me go get this. I want you to start working over here. And then you're gonna move and start working over here. No, Yahweh. I say I want to meet hope. I'm trying to get you to build hope. No, I don't want to build her. I just want to meet her. Just give me her address. I'm gonna put it in the GPS and I'm gonna show up at Hope's door. No, that's not how this works. It's not how this works, son. You don't get the GPS and show up at the door of hope. You got to earn the instructions to the door of hope. Okay. All right, Luke chapter 19. Let's start at verse 11.
And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was near to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of Elohim should immediately appear. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, Occupy till I come. But his citizens hated him.
His citizens hated him. Is there a prophet of Yahweh? Yeah, it is, but I hate him. He too true. He too real. He hurteth my feelings. I hate him. He never says anything good concerning me. We think good makes us better. Good don't make you better. Somebody that's constantly around you, speaking good to you, will never make you better. It will make you complacent and think that you're already there. Right. Read, Bree.
And sent a message after him, saying, We will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he had given the money, that he might know how much money every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Adnai, your pound has gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, Well, you good servant, because you have been faithful in a very little, have you authority over 10 cities.
Wait a minute. This trial brought forth experience, and now at the end of this experience, there's authority given. But if he doesn't make it through the trial, he does not get the authority to receive these other things. We're going through that in our day-to-day lives, and we don't even notice it. In one book, it'll call this the pound of talent. Now, what if your spouse is the talent that he is making accounting of, but you have made no gain, though this spouse was an industrious individual? You have been unsuccessful with his talent. He may then take that talent from you and give that talent to someone who is going to allow that spouse to be profitable to their Elohim and not just profitable unto you. Now, if the individual is not profitable, then your relationship is safe. He don't want that anyway. Because he has a tendency to get rid of things that does not profit him. So when we realize we carrying some unprofitable weight, you better realize that you need to be double the profit. Why? Because I got something with me that ain't profitable, so I need double the profit. Okay. All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 1. My God takes accounting. And he's serious about his numbers. When he show up to that fig tree, it ain't no figs. He said, look at, hey, look at, you know what? Look at, you know, this fig tree, they're getting in the way. I done came across this fig tree, ain't no figs. All right? Now, he all about his numbers. Deuteronomy chapter 1, and we're going to start that at verse 1.
These be the words which Moshe spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness, in the plain over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel, and Laban, and Hazeroth, and Dizahab. There are 11 days' journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. And it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moshe spake unto all the children of Israel, according unto all that Yahweh had given him in commandment unto them. After he had slain Sihon, the king of the Amorites, which dwelt in Heshbon, and Og, the king of Bashan, which dwelt in Astaroth, in Edrei. On this side Jordan, in the land of Moab, began Moshe to declare this law, saying, Yahweh our Elohim spake unto us in Horeb, saying, You have dwelt long enough in this mount. Turn you and take your journey, and go to the mount of the Amorites, and unto all the places near thereunto, in the plain, in the hills, and in the vale, and in the south, and by the seaside, to the land of the Canaanites, and unto Lebanon, unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Behold, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which Yahweh sware unto your fathers, Abraham, Esaac, and Jacob, to give it unto them and to their seed after them. And I spake unto you at that time, saying, I am not able to bear you myself alone. Yahweh your Elohim has multiplied you, and behold, you are this day as the stars of heaven for multitude. Yahweh Elohim of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as you are, and bless you as he has promised you. How can I myself alone bear your cumbrance, and your burden, and your strife? Take you wise men and understanding, and known among your tribes, and I'll make them rulers over you.
Take you wise men and understanding and known among your tribes. Wait a minute. These people have gone through experience. These people have gone through tribulations. Now they can be placed in charge of something. Go ahead.
And you answered me and said, The thing which you have spoken is good for us to do. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands, and captains over hundreds, and captains over 50s, and captains over 10s, and officers among your tribes. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, Hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him.
Right. What do you think Yahweh has given us opportunity to do? When a brother come up to you and he said, well, you know, I got a problem with such and such and such and such. Wait a minute. He was giving you an opportunity to righteously deal between you and your brother. You know what the word say? Why didn't you deal with it? All they're going to do is make it keep happening until you figure it out. If you don't pass the class, you got to take it again, right? All right. Some of us can't figure out why we've been 10 years and we still taking the same course. You ain't passed it. You tired of it? Pass it. He going to move to something else. Don't think you getting out of school now. Just because you passed that one. No, now you stop getting kept back. When you realize that you tower over everybody else in your class, you done got kept back. You like 7'2" in the kindergarten? Hey, bruh, you done got kept back a few times. Go ahead.
You shall not respect persons in judgment, but you shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Elohim's. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it on to me, and I will hear it. And I commanded you at that time all the things which you should do.
All right, so then we have an order that we're supposed to deal with. All right, but that order helps lead us to a place. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 24. First Samuel 24, and we're going to start that at verse 1.
First Samuel chapter 24 and verse 1. And it came to pass, when Saul was returned from following the Philistines, it was told him, saying, Behold, David is in the wilderness of En-gedi. Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of all Israel and went to seek David and his men upon the rocks of the wild goats. And he came to the sheepcotes by the way, where was a cave, and Saul went in to cover his feet, and David and his men remained in the sides of the cave.
All right, so he went into the cave, but understand, David and them in the cave. Go ahead.
And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day of which Yahweh said unto you, Behold, I will deliver your enemy into your hand, that you may do to him as it shall seem good to you.
Wait a minute. Behold, it says, and the men of David said, Behold, the day which Yahweh said unto you, Behold, I will deliver your enemy into your hand, and you shall do unto him as it shall seem good unto you. Now, to some of us, that means murder your enemy. Wait a minute, now come on now, be careful how you hear what you hear. For us, what we heard,
Take your enemy and you cut his head off. You put it on a stick and parade it around the town.
that's what some of us heard. He says, I will deliver him into your hand, and you do as what seems good unto you. Yahweh didn't tell you to kill him. He said, whatever that is that you feel like, you got to pass, though. If you going to kill him, you kill him. I ain't going to say nothing to you. But you do as what seems good unto you. But if Yahweh didn't move in your heart to do something different, but you said, no, for the oath's sake, and for the people standing around, I need to go ahead and put his head on the stick. Keep reading.
Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privately.
He didn't cut off his head, he cut off a piece of his garment. Go ahead.
And it came to pass afterward that David's heart smote him, because he had cut off Saul's skirt.
Now, his heart is hurt because he even cut off a piece of clothing of an anointed man. Now, this is an anointed man that he does not agree with, but he's still an anointed man. It hurt him that he even did it. But his folks saying, hey man, kill him. He laying right there. Yahweh has delivered your enemy in your hand. Go take care of this business. Go ahead.
And he said unto his men, Yahweh forbid that I should do this thing unto my master, Yahweh's anointed, to stretch forth mine hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of Yahweh.
He is the anointed of Yahweh. Just because we don't agree don't mean he's not anointed. Understand that. Go ahead.
So David stayed his servants with these words, and suffered them not to rise against Saul. But Saul rose up out of the cave and went on his way.
Hey, never knowing what is up in that cave with him. Go ahead.
And David also arose afterward and went out of the cave and cried after Saul, saying, My master the king. And when Saul looked behind him, David stooped with his face to the earth and bowed himself. And David said to Saul, Wherefore heareth you men's words, saying, Behold, David seeks your hurt. Behold, this day your eyes have seen how that Yahweh has delivered you today into mine hand in the cave. And some bade me kill you.
Some of my partners said, take care of that business. That what my partner and them said. They said on everything you love, y'all go ahead and take care of that business. We right behind you. Matter of fact, I'll take care of it for you. He got to tell him, don't touch him. Man, this the man we've been running from, bro. We going from city to city. We hiding in a cave because of this man. You finna let him go? Go ahead.
But mine eye spared you. And I said, I will not put forth mine hand against my master, for he is Yahweh's anointed. Moreover, my father, see the skirt of your robe in my hand, for in that I cut off the skirt of your robe, and killed you not. Know you, and see that there is neither evil nor transgression in mine hand, and I have not sinned against you.
I have not. Why sometimes you got to prove to Israel, I have not sinned against you. I know you got a problem with me. I know you seek to kill me. I know you got all these things that you want to say against me, but I have not sinned against you. You find constantly the leaders of Israel have to say, Yahweh, I have not taken one ass from them. I ain't took a sheep. I ain't took a goat. I have not sinned against this people. Why do our leaders have to constantly say that? Go ahead.
Yet you hunteth my soul to take it. Yahweh judge between me and you.
Yahweh judge between me and you. Those are the realest words that you can ever say in any situation. You know what? Yahweh judge between me and you. Now, you better make sure you got all your ducks on the road when they come out your mouth. Let me tell you that, though. All right? Make sure you got all your ducks in a row. Make sure you done did some praying. You done did some fasting. You got some understanding. You better make sure. Because see, we think if we do some, we'll say some cuss words. And we think that means something. Let me tell you something. These are the deepest words that you will ever say or ever hear. But you damn well better have your ducks in a row when you let them fly out your mouth. Yahweh judge between me and you. Now you just ask the judge to come and stand at the door. Understand, the judge don't just judge one side of a situation. The judge gonna look at yours too. You damn well better make sure you done studied your part. Because the judge, when the judge come to the door, he taking out everything involved. All right? So just make sure you have been told. So when you decide to just let this come out your mouth because you feeling some kind of way, on 2 o'clock on Tuesday, Yahweh judge between me and you, bruh. All right? Now, when he show up, make sure you ready. What they tell you, when the judge come in, everybody got to stand up. Hey, I hope you ready. Go ahead.
And Yahweh avenge me of you, but my hand shall not be upon you.
My hand ain't going to be upon you. You see, this is that part where I say, all right, look, I may forgive you. It's that guy behind me you got to worry about. Not me. I'm not going to put my hand on you. But you need to talk to that guy. See, I can say, you know what, I am done with it. And that angel like, good. Move out the way. I'm just not stretching. It's my turn. Go ahead.
As saith the Proverbs of the ancients, wickedness proceeds from the wicked, but mine hand shall not be upon you.
Uh-huh.
After whom is the king of Israel come out? After whom do you pursue? After a dead dog? After a flea? Yahweh therefore be judge, and judge between me and you, and see, and plead my cause, and deliver me out of your hand. And it came to pass, when David had made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, Is this your voice, my son David? And Saul lifted up his voice and wept.
Now, he has now come to the conclusion. He got all this power. He got all these men. And he just now realized that he the weakest one in the group. All that huffing and puffing. He just now realized it. Go ahead.
And he said to David, You are more righteous than I.
Uh-huh.
For you have rewarded me good, whereas I have rewarded you evil.
Uh-huh.
And you have showed me this day how that you have dealt well with me. For as much as when Yahweh has delivered me into your hand, you killed me not.
Right, because he knew for a fact, if Yahweh had delivered you into my hands, I'd kill you. He had already tried to kill David several times before. It was in David's hand to do it. He decided not. Do we have that in us? Or are we operating in angry wrath and say, I want him dead. I want everybody that like him dead. I want his friends dead. I want his dog dead. I want his grass to die. Damn, you gonna kill his grass? I'm gonna go in there and just put weed killer right there on the front. You gonna kill the grass, bro? Damn, bro. Okay, go ahead.
For if a man find his enemy, will he let him go well away? Wherefore Yahweh reward you good for that you have done unto me this day.
Are we ready for that kind of tribulation, for that kind of patience, for that kind of experience so that we can get that kind of hope? Or are you going to go ahead and strike on your enemy because you have the opportunity? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And now, behold, I know well that you shall surely be king.
I know you shall be king. Because he king now, and he know that that man is better than him. Go ahead.
And that the kingdom of Israel shall be established in your hand. Swear now therefore unto me by Yahweh, that you will not cut off my seed after me, and that you will not destroy my name out of my father's house.
Check that out. Now he want to enter into a covenant with the man he been trying to kill. But this is called a peace treaty. it was time to go ahead and make that peace treaty. See, you know you got to humble yourself in time to make a peace treaty. You can't make no peace treaty when the sword at your throat. All right, let's talk. Nah. Our opportunity for peace is gone now. No. You should have made that treaty while I was on the other side of that water. It's too late. You got to know when to humble yourself enough to say, let's make a truce. Go ahead.
And David swore unto Saul, and Saul went home, but David and his men get them up onto the hold.
All right, now let's go read about David and these men. Back up to chapter 21. And I want you to start at verse 10.
And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath.
So he's running from Saul. Saul is trying to kill him. All right, go ahead.
And the servants of Achish said unto him, Is not this David, the king of the land? Did they not sing one to another of him in dances, saying, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000?
Now look, everybody else done heard the song too. But that song went platinum, didn't it? That song went platinum. They didn't even have no distribution. That song done went platinum. Other kings singing that song. Hey, man, you know that song? That song, David is 10,000. Saul his 1,000. Everybody know the song. That's why Saul want to kill him. That song done went platinum. And they talking about David 10,000. And just me 1,000. Okay, go ahead.
And David laid up these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. And he changed his behavior before them, and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. Then said Achish unto his servants, Lo, you see the man is mad. Wherefore then have you brought him to me? Have I need of madmen, that you have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? David therefore departed thence, and escaped to the cave Adullam.
All right, so then now he's got to go hide in caves because of Saul. But understand something. Yahweh has already anointed David king. So when he gives you the anointing of something, doesn't mean you're going to get it right then. Okay, well, wait a minute. Wait. So there has to be tribulation that bring forth patience, that then bring forth experience, that then brought forth the hope. He already anointed, but he hiding in a cave. You know what we'll say? I'm a king, and I'm hiding in a cave. I ain't no king. When? Okay. Go ahead.
And when his brethren and all his father's house heard it, they went down thither to him.
All right, now wait a minute. Now something's happened. Now he's in trouble. He's got to run, but now people are gathering to where he has had to flee. All right, go ahead.
And everyone that was in distress.
Wait a minute. Everyone that was in distress, go ahead.
And everyone that was in debt. And everyone that was discontented gathered themselves unto him.
Wait a minute. This is how David then is getting his mighty men. These men are coming to him because they are in tribulation in other places. So Yahweh sends him through tribulation, pushes him out of where he's supposed to be anointed king, now gives other people tribulation, discontent, and send them unto him. Okay. Go ahead.
And he became a captain over them. And there were with him about 400 men. And David went thence to Mizpah of Moab. And he said unto the king of Moab, Let my father, my brother, I pray you, come forth, and be with you, till I know that what Elohim will do for me. And he brought them before the king of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the while that David was in the hold. And the prophet Gad said unto David, Abide not in the hold, depart, and get you into the land of Yehudah. Then David departed and came into the forest of Hereth.
All right, so then Yahweh is orchestrating this here. So we see how these individuals are being pushed to him. That it's tribulation that has done that. Let's go to Acts chapter 15. Acts chapter 15, and let's read verses 36 through 41.
And some days after, Saul said unto Barnabas, Let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Adonai, and see how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with him Johanan, whose surname was Mark. But Saul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work.
Right. So he says, no. When it was time to do the work, he didn't show up. I don't want him with me. Wait a minute. When it's time to go ahead and get our hands dirty, he didn't show up. I ain't going with that. I don't like his sacrifice level. Now he need to go work with somebody else. Go ahead.
And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder, one from the other. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed on to Cyprus.
So wait a minute. Now, they can't be together. The brother made a stand. Now, these brothers go to work together. But Saul said, I ain't going and he going. He ain't going with me. I ain't going nowhere with him. So they said, all right, well, we'll split up. I'll take this one. You'll take that one. And you go this way, and I'll go that way. He said, all right, I did that. I did with that. But he's not going nowhere with me. And I ain't going nowhere with him. Didn't mean he wasn't no servant. He just wasn't a servant on Saul's level. So look, I ain't going with nobody that's got no sacrifice level that low. They need to go work somewhere else. Let him go wait tables or something. He don't need to do this job. This job gonna require tribulation. And if he take off that easy, he gonna take off when the thing get rough with me. And I don't want to work with him. Okay. Go ahead.
And Saul chose Silas, and departed, being recommended by the brethren, unto the grace of Elohim. And he went through Syria and Cilicia, confirming the churches.
All right, let's go to Luke chapter 9. He did not like that level. Now, if we're going to try to get to this hope, there's some things that we're going to have to go through. So I'm looking at what I'm looking at and I don't like it. If I got to go through a tribulation that's going to make me patient. Wait a minute. While I'm going through this and he cut out, he just going to come back when it's time to go deal with hope. Or he going to show back up when it's time to deal with hope. No, that ain't going to work. Luke chapter 9, and let's read verses 57 through 62.
You know, Elder, even in some situations, you bring that person along, and they might be there, but then you realize that you're working twice as hard.
Right. It's like when your kids help you. Daddy, I want to help you work on your car. It take you 2.5 more hours when they help you. They done moved every bit of... Hey, what a wrench I had right here. Oh, yeah, I put it in my toy box. Well, hey, look here, man. I need that. I set that right here for... Go get it. You talking about Joshua? No, that ain't the one. You got more than one? I have 4 of them. Go get all 4 of them and bring them back here. All right? I need all 4 of them. Okay? Oh, yeah. Take you all kind of time. Right. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 57, chapter 9, pardon me, verse 57. And it came to pass that as they went in the way, a certain man said unto him, Adonai, I will follow you wheresoever you go.
Right. You always find somebody running off at the mouth talking about what they're going to do. Why you think Saul said, no, you ain't working with me? You done already proved what you're going to do. As soon as things get difficult, you're going to disappear. Disappear now. Miss me now. Don't miss me later. Miss me now. Go ahead.
And Yahshua said unto him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has not where to lay his head.
What do he need a place to lay his head for? If he's moving and he's got to take this word from here, there, and yonder, what do he need a comfortable place to lay his head for? Sometimes we just want something to be wanting it. Now, if we do get this comfortable place to lay, and we're supposed to be spreading the word, do we then have to convince ourselves to get out of that comfortable bed in the morning?
Man, what is this? Is this a Tempur-Pedic? This is not. You know what? They can be saved tomorrow. You know what? Baby, hit that button. Let that thing go. Oh, God. Won't he do it?
But now we ain't doing it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Adnai, suffer me first to go and bury my father.
Uh-huh.
Yahshua said unto him, Let the dead bury their dead.
Wait a minute. So then Saul, who did not meet Yahshua in real life, is operating with the same spirit. No. You don't have any kind of sacrifice in you. You need to go work with somebody else. You can't work with me. There's some other lower level individuals that you can go work with. I just ain't the one. See, the sacrifice level is different over here. Go over there. You'll fit in over there. But when it's time to work, we're going to expect you to work. He said, Yahshua ain't dealing with it. Go ahead.
But go you and preach the kingdom of Elohim.
Uh-huh.
And another also said, Adnai, I will follow you, but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house.
Uh-huh.
And Yahshua said unto him, No man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of Elohim.
Right. Now, what is it that will cause you to take your hand off the plow? What is it? What's your price? What is it that will cause you to get offended and take your hand off the plow? Okay. Joshua chapter 7. Joshua chapter 7, and let's start at verse 16.
So Yahshua rose up early in the morning and brought Israel by their tribes, and the tribe of Yehudah was taken. And he brought the family of Yehudah, and he took the family of the Zarhites, and he brought the family of the Zarhites man by man. And Zabdi was taken, and he brought his household man by man. And Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Yehudah was taken. And Yahshua said unto Achan, My son, give, I pray you, glory to Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and make confession unto me, and tell me now, what have you done? Hide it not from me. And Achan answered Yahshua and said, Indeed, I have sinned against Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils of the goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wage of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them, and took them. And behold, they hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. So Yahshua sent messengers, and they ran onto the tent. And, behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it.
Now, because he has done this thing, the spirit of Yahweh has departed from Israel. Now they cannot win any of the battles because this thing is among them. Go ahead.
And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Yahshua, and unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before Yahweh. And Yahshua and all Israel with him took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons, and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had. And they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Yahshua said, Why have you troubled us? Yahweh shall trouble you this day. And all Israel stoned them with stones, and burnt them with fire, after they had stoned them with the stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones unto this day. So Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his anger, wherefore the name of that place was called the Valley of Achor unto this day.
All right, let me get you to read the definition of Achor.
From H5916, troubled, Achor, the name of a place in Palestine, Achor.
So when he says, why have you troubled us? He's calling it what it is. You have troubled us. This is the place of trouble. This is a valley of trouble. There is problems in this place. All right. Let's go to Hosea chapter 2. And we're going to read verses 14 through 23.
9:22.
All right.
Therefore, behold, I will allure her and bring her into the wilderness and speak comfortably unto her.
All right. So Yahweh is alluring his wife back to the wilderness so that he can speak comfortably unto her. Now, his wife is Israel, the entire nation. All right, go ahead.
And I will give her her vineyards from thence, and the valley of Achor for a door of hope.
Wait a minute. Achor is trouble. So he says, I'm going to give you the valley of trouble as a door of hope. Wait a minute. So he says, all right, to get forth to hope, first is tribulation, which bring forth patience, which bring forth experience, which bring forth hope. All right, he says, I'm going to give you the valley of trouble for the door of hope. How many people fainting as soon as they see the trouble? But the door behind it. Okay, go ahead.
And she shall sing there, as in the days
Wait
of
a
her
minute,
youth.
she gonna sing in the valley of trouble? She gonna sing? Who else sing when they're in trouble?
Us.
Sing us one of them songs of Zion. Ain't that what the song just said? How can I sing Yahweh's song in a land not our own? Sing in your trouble. Okay, go ahead.
And as in the day when she came up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be at that day, says Yahweh, that you shall call me Ishai and shall call me no more Baalah.
Wait a minute. He said, look here, you gonna call me Ishai. You gonna call me spouse. See, this is when we got, then we say, oh no, this my boo thing right here. Say, you gonna call me right. Okay, go ahead.
For I will take away the names of Baalim out of her mouth, and they shall no more be remembered by their name. And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground. And I'll break the bow and the sword and the battle out of the earth, and will make them to lie down safely. And I'll betroth you unto me forever. Yea, I will betroth you unto me in righteousness and in judgment and in loving kindness and in mercy.
Not just he gonna woo you and say some real nice things unto you. See, this is the part of marriage that they show us on the Disney Channel. Where the carriage come and then he's a prince. I'm gonna be married to the prince and he's just gonna be so nice to me. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be beautiful. Wait a minute. Wait. And I will betroth you unto me forever. I will betroth you unto me in righteousness. He gonna make you follow some instructions. In judgment, he gonna deal with you. And in loving kindness and mercies. We just want to deal with loving kindness and mercy, but understand, there's the righteousness and the judgment that he gonna deal with in his house too. They don't cover that on the Disney Channel. The princess, they never had to deal with judgment. The princess, they never had to deal with her righteousness coming into question. Go ahead.
I'll even betroth you unto me in faithfulness. And you shall know Yahweh. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will hear, says Yahweh, I will hear the heavens, and they shall hear the earth. And the earth shall hear the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hear Yezreel. And I'll sow her unto me in the earth, and I'll have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. And I'll say to them which were not my people, you are my people.
Uh-huh.
And they shall say, you are my Elohim.
All right, so then now we got the same valley of accord, the same valley of trouble, and Yahweh is holding this place, but he's going to use that same trouble that you went through in your past as a door of hope for your future. Okay, let's go to Isaiah chapter 65. Isaiah 65, and I want you to start that at verse 1.
I am sought of them that asked not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me unto a nation that was not called by my name.
They made sure, as the children of Israel was spread all across the globe, that we would not be called by his name. They made us take Christian names. They made sure that we wouldn't have the name of our ethnic ancestors. Go ahead.
I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walk in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificed in gardens, and burneth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves, and lodge in monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels.
They say, well, see, he cleansed the food. You see, so these are holy pork chops. These are different right here. So you can see God has blessed these chops.
Right. Keep fooling yourself. Go ahead.
Which say, stand by yourself, come not near to me, for I am holier than you. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burns all the day.
Now, don't get this twisted with what Saul did and what Yahshua did. They talking about work. They didn't say, don't come near me because you ain't holy. No, don't come over here because we working. And all you doing is standing at the damn water cooler. We come down here, all the Gatorade gone, but you ain't working. Hey, man, how the Gatorade keep disappearing? We go out here, we sweating. When we come back, the Gatorade gone. Who drinking all the Gatorade? Is that Buddy right now? Buddy done came inside 12 times. Every time he come out, his lips are more redder than they were the time before. Look like he got on lipstick. He done drunk so much Gatorade. Hey, Buddy, don't come back over here, Buddy. Buddy, we need the Buddy, we sweating out here, bro. We need the Gatorade. Don't do that no more. Hey, don't come out here. Go ahead.
Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense into their bosom. Your lawlessness and the lawlessness of your fathers together, says Yahweh, which have burnt incense upon the mountains, and blasphemed me upon the hills, therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. Thus says Yahweh, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one says, destroy it not, for blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. And I'll bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Yehudah, an inheritor of my mountains, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, and the valley of Achor a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought me.
Wait a minute. For my people who have sought me, this same thing that was a valley of trouble is now going to be a place for the herds to lie down in. Wait a minute. He keeps talking about this because it's an actual place. All right? So where is this valley of Accord? They're gonna go through this valley. All right. Now, when you start looking at where the location is, I wish we had a map of Africa for this conversation right now. All right, so where this is located is near Judah, where Jericho is, in the south. All right, so if they come into that, where are they coming from? Judah is the south. North Israel is here. North Israel would be if they were coming from the Gentiles. South Judah means they came from Africa. I'm going to wait on y'all. They didn't come all the way from Europe to come all the way through Israel to then come through the valley of Achor in the south. That means they came from this way. They came from Africa, came through Egypt, and then went up into Israel. Right. Read, priest.
But you are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering onto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear.
Oh, it matters when you decide to listen. Everybody want to listen after the fact. No. He counting who listening during. Go ahead.
But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore thus says the Adonai Yah, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Right. You gonna howl, but his servants gonna be singing. The valley of trouble gonna still be a valley of trouble for them. But the valley of trouble is gonna be a door of hope for us if we seek it. Go ahead.
And you shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Adonai Yah shall slay you, and shall call his servants by another name. That he who blessed himself in the earth shall bless himself in the Elohim of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the Elohim of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. For, behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be you glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For, behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that has not filled his days, for the child shall die at 100 years old. But the sinner being at 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat.
See, these are the things that only our people have gone through. In all of the situations that other people say that they encountered in Europe for their punishment or their torture. You know the one thing they don't say? If they were made to build houses that they didn't live in? Wait a minute. When I start connecting these dots, they don't connect nowhere but at my house. They connect to my people. He said, you ain't going to build and then somebody else live. They don't even claim that happened to them. Yahweh said we're going to happen to his people. They tell you about how glorious the White House is. Go do some research and find out how black the people was that built the White House. Okay, go ahead.
For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass, that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and thus shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
Make sure you pay attention to it said in all my holy mountain. Don't think that's going to be everywhere on the earth. At least you go and walk up to a lion somewhere else outside of his holy mountain and get ate up.
And you like, what's wrong with that old stupid lion? He tried to bite my foot out.
Hey, bro, that you wasn't in his holy mountain. See? Ain't that worse? See, they got a little nature preserve right over here all of a sudden. Where the doggone, the deer walk up to you, the squirrels will walk up to you because they feed them so much. All right? Go in your backyard and try that. with a regular wild animal. And they're going to have to rush you to the hospital. Don't get it twisted. Go ahead.
Says Yahweh.
All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 30. Deuteronomy chapter 30. And let's start that at verse 1.
And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon you, the blessing and the curse.
Nobody wants to talk about the curse. Everybody want to deal with the blessing. But he said all these things, when they all come upon you. Go ahead.
Which I have set before you, and you shall call them to mind among all the nations, whether Yahweh your Elohim has driven you.
Once again, he already saying all the nations. So it wasn't going to be one nation that he was going to get all of our people out of. Go ahead.
And shall return unto Yahweh your Elohim, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command you this day, you and your children, with all your heart and with all your soul. That then Yahweh your Elohim will turn your captivity and have compassion upon you, and will return and gather you from all the nations where the Yahweh your Elohim has scattered you.
This is why they don't want you reading the foundation. Because there's nothing in here where he's talking about you going to heaven. When he mentions heavens, it ain't about you going. So how did we get this false idea? He keeps saying, I made a paradise for you, and I'm going to return you back to the paradise that I built for you when you act like you got some sense. Go ahead.
If any of yours be driven out onto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahweh Elohim gather you, and from thence will he fetch you. And Yahweh Elohim will bring you into the land which your fathers possessed, and you shall possess it. And he will do you good and multiply you above your fathers. And Yahweh Elohim will circumcise your heart and the heart of your seed, to love Yahweh Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul, that you may live. And Yahweh Elohim will put all these curses upon your enemies and on them that hate you, which persecuted you.
Wait a minute. So all these curses going on somebody. So right now, if the people in the land are Israel, then Germany should be full of curses. Yet somehow Germany is able to pay all kind of money to those people. They should be broke. They should be in tribulation. Their health should be horrible. They should have all of these things if that's them. I'm just telling you what the book say. I didn't write the book. I'm reading it. Go ahead.
And you shall return and obey the voice of Yahweh, and do all his commandments which I command you this day. And Yahweh Elohim will make you plenteous in every work of your hand, in the fruit of your body, and in the fruit of your cattle, and in the fruit of your land, for good. For Yahweh will again rejoice over you for good, as he rejoiced over your fathers. If you shall hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Elohim, to keep his commandments and his statutes which are written in this book of the law, and if you turn unto Yahweh Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul. For this commandment which I command you this day, it is not hidden from you, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven, that you should say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it on to us, that we may hear it and do it.
Now, he had a perfect opportunity to say that y'all were going to go to heaven. He said, ain't nobody got to go to heaven and go get it for you, but I mean, y'all can just come up here and kick it. Why didn't he go ahead and start talking about going to heaven? This is not our culture, this whole part of everybody dying and going to heaven. We've taken on the Gentiles' Valhalla. This is why they cremate themselves, so that their ashes can float off into the sky. And we done took it. And it has become our hope. Yahweh actually has an equation and a place for your hope. But we've taken a lie and let the lie become our hope. Go ahead.
Neither is it beyond the sea, that you should say, who shall go over the sea for us, and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. But the word is very near unto you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may do it. See, I have set before you this day life and good, and death and evil.
Uh-huh.
And that I commanded you
Wait a minute,
this
what you gonna do? He said, no, I got to say here before you. Which decision you gonna make? The choice is yours. Go ahead.
And that I commanded you this day to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in his ways and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that you may live and multiply. And Yahweh your Elohim shall bless you in the land whether you go to possess it. But if your heart turn away, so that you will not hear, but shall be drawn away, and worship other gods, and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that you shall surely perish, and that you shall not prolong your days upon the land, whether you pass it over Jordan to go to possess it. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed may live.
You have to consider how much Yahweh loves Israel. He says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. It's going to be a new heaven and earth. Wait a minute. This thing testified against you. You don't even know the power that you have with your Elohim. But not if we just walk however we want to walk. Go ahead.
That you may love Yahweh Elohim, and that you may obey his voice, and that you may cleave unto him. For he is your life, and the length of your days, that you may dwell in the land which Yahweh sware unto your fathers, to Abraham, to Esaac, and to Jacob, to give it them.
All right. Let us hear the conclusion of this matter. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 28. So we don't understand just how powerful and how much a blessing it is to be able to dwell in safety. They have made sure that we don't feel safe. Everything that they show us on the news is about one of us committing a crime. Then you get to prison and you see all these Gentiles and you're trying to figure out how y'all got here. Because I've been looking at the news for years and I ain't seen y'all on damn news. But I get in here and you mean to tell me there's a whole section of just y'all? You mean it's a whole half of the prison is Caucasian? How y'all get in here? What y'all be doing? Because it sure didn't make Channel 5, 2, or 11. So how y'all get in here? Come to figure out, it's so many of them in there, they have whole white supremacist wards where they know you can't go over here. Wait a minute. How they getting in there? Oh, you're not putting none of them on the news. And if you watch one of them Fox channels, whenever they show one of us, they zoom in so that the assailant take up 75 inches of television. One face. I mean, his nose is 32 inches wide because they done zoomed in so to make sure he looks like a threat to everybody. But then you get to jail and you see all these people and you confused how they got here. Because somehow none of this is on the news. Right. Ezekiel chapter 28. And let's read verses 25 and 26.
Thus says the Adonai Yah, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people among whom they are scattered, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen.
The heathen gonna have to see your sanctification. Go ahead.
Then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob.
They will dwell in the land that he has given to his servant Jacob. They ain't going to heaven. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell safely.
They shall dwell safely. Here's your hope. But they got you going. They done gave you the wrong GPS coordinates for hope. So you looking for hope the wrong way. Go ahead.
And shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yes, they shall dwell with confidence.
Dwelling with confidence is pure safety. Go ahead.
when I have executed judgments upon all those that despise them round about them. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, their Elohim.
And they shall know that I am Yahweh, their Elohim. So let us deal in the true hope that Yahweh has given unto us and not fall for the false hope that the nations attempt to give us. That's all that we're going to do for today. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.